A real cool question that a young lady asked me when I was at the middle school was, how did I get over having failures in business? Because I told her I was a serial entrepreneur and I had a lot of different business over the past 20 years. And the young lady asked me, how did I get over being afraid or from the mistakes that I made, and how did I get past it? And I thought it was a pretty cool question because one of the biggest things I always tell people is try to fail forward. What I mean by fail forward, kind of learn from your mistakes. Okay, you don't when going to entrepreneurship, you're going to incur risks and things like that. And what you try to do is much front end investigating to find out as much information about the actual endeavor you want to go into. So it's more of a calculated risk. You're not just taking a chance going off not knowing anything. But when things happen, a lot of times you can always look back into it, say, hey, maybe I didn't do this, maybe I didn't do that. Could have investigated things more. Should have took my time. Maybe should have gave things more scrutiny. Should have gave some people responsibility that didn't have it. A lot of times it can go back to things that if you're going to be honest with yourself, things that you didn't necessarily do right with that. But to that point of just getting over those failures, I always say fail forward, use it as a learning moment, use it as a teaching moment, so you can look back and say, well, hey, we know what we did wrong here. Even if it's something that you didn't control, you can say, hey, during that time of year, this is mostly happening during this particular area. Most of these particular item things go down. You learn from it. You fail forward, you learn. It's not nothing to sit here and dwell too much, feel bad about it. Because, like I always tell guys, I got a pretty quick recovery rate when it comes to failure. But overall, I try to learn as much as possible when things don't go right for me. So that was a real cool question because I want to just push to that young lady and share with you guys about failing forward. When things don't go right, use it as a learning moment. Grab the data, grab the intel. Be honest with yourself about what you did right and what you did wrong, what you could have did better. But also, in regards to things you can't control, right? I always say control your controllables. Those things that you can't control, what usually happens there, and experiences teach us there, right? So remember, guys, just try to fail forward, fail forward, fail forward. Learn as much as you can from different experiences. Don't be afraid of not doing different endeavors and things like that. Just use them as a learning moment when things don't necessarily go right for you.